What's good, sports fans? My name is Damian Adams from The Real Deal with Damian Adams. If you're not familiar with that podcast, get familiar. It's a dope podcast. If you are a real sports fan, you will enjoy the real sports talk, all right? So go ahead, subscribe to that podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. The last episode I had on, the guest was Alexis Mansoneris from The Athletic. Great episode. Go ahead and check that out for me. Let me know what you think, all right? So this video, I wanted to come to you with my reaction to the New Orleans Saints re-signing Drew Brees to a 2-year contract worth $50 million, $25 million a year. And, a lot of people are going to, gasp at the number, $50 million or $50 million per 2 years. I'm not mad at the $25 million a year, especially when you look at the fact that Ryan Tannehill just signed a contract where he's making $29.5 a year. Jameis Winston or Dak Prescott probably going to make more than what Drew Brees is going to make over the next 2 years. So it's not the $25 million a year that bothers me. It's the 2 years. He's 41 years old, still a very good quarterback, right? But the deep ball isn't there, and that's not going to get better. He's not going to gain arm strength over the next 2 years. And as accurate as he is in the short and intermediate passes, that's not going to get better or stay at the same level over the next 2 years, right? And with him signing a 2-year contract, is the plan now to move on to Taysom Hill? Or now you're just going to wait up those 2 years and see what happens when it's time to draft a quarterback? Or do you maybe draft a quarterback next year to be the guy after Brees leaves? I don't like the 2 years. Why not just one more year? And then let them know, like, hey, we know that you're still playing at a high level, but we need to go ahead and do what's best for the franchise. So the 2 years is what really kind of bothers me about it, right? And for people who have seen my previous videos or listened to my podcast, they know that I actually wanted Brees to retire so that Teddy Bridgewater could take over. Teddy Bridgewater being 27 years old, I know he's not the quarterback that Drew Brees is, but in our system, he can thrive. In our system, in those games that he played last season, went 5-0, great stats, someone who's not going to turn the ball over, has a better arm than you think, and as the games progressed, he got better, more deep balls were thrown, he was able to improve throughout the season, and I think that he would have been great in this system for the next 8 to 10 years. Now, there have been rumors about Taysom Hill being the next guy, but Taysom Hill is going to be 30 before the season starts. If you got Brees for 2 more years, you're betting on Taysom Hill being there and being ready to be the guy at 32 for the future, when he's a quarterback who depends on his athleticism. At 32, somebody who's never been accurate isn't going to develop to be an accurate quarterback at that time. So now you're just saying, okay, we got the next 2 years to say that we want to try to win the Super Bowl then. And you're talking about Brees, who was considering retirement. Somebody who went back and forth on considering retirement. You give him 2 years when we don't know how much is guaranteed. That hasn't come out yet, or I haven't seen it yet. So maybe 1 year guaranteed, we don't know. And maybe you get out the second year pretty easily. But if it's fully guaranteed, you're locked into 2 years with Drew Brees. You're asking him at 43 to be good. It's going to be rough. Right? That's all I can say about that. But we got our guy for the next 2 years, and we'll just go from there. We have a very solid team. We lost in the wild card round, so you may forget that we went 13-3. So the team is definitely a Super Bowl contender when healthy. That defense, when healthy, is one of the best in the league. So we definitely could be right back in the picture. But come playoff time, will that lack of arm strength from Drew Brees hurt us? And will we be limited by what he doesn't have anymore? Even though he's one of the greatest of all time, he's still 41. And that fact is what bothers me. But we'll see, man. So until next time, make sure you follow The Real Deal with Damian Adams on all platforms. Subscribe to the podcast. Check it out. Support. Share, please. Need your support to, build on this platform. And go real or go home.